Hello, this is Vertical Sandwich, and welcome back to Let's 100% Grand Theft Auto Vice City for PlayStation 2. Alright, while we were off camera between the last video and this video, I moved the Bulletproof Admiral up to the Lynx View apartment. Because we're going to do the next assassination mission, and we're going to use this car, because people really talk about how great it is to use this car for this mission, so we're going to try it. I didn't do anything else while I was running around off camera, so you don't have to worry about that. Well, except I think I lost. You can see my armor is at 80, so at some point I hit something and lost 20 armor points, but that's not a big deal, because the next time we visit the Ocean Beach Hotel or something, we'll get back up to 100. Alright, so we run over here to the payphone. Same thing like the last assassination mission. The guy answers, he calls us Mr. Teal, which I think is a reference to Reservoir Dogs, which, that's an alright movie. I don't know. People are probably going to comment on that, be like, it's a great movie, it's fantastic. I just don't like Quentin Tarantino. So there's a personal thing you know about me. I don't like Quentin Tarantino that much. Alright. So, we'll get in our bulletproof car. The premise of this mission is that there's a woman in a jewelry store, and we've got to kill her, but we've got to make it look like an accident, so you can't use any weapons, you can't shoot her, and she's going to be in a car the whole time. You can't shoot her car. So you have to ram her car with another car. If you pick a pretty weak car, first off, you can pick any car you want. You're not going to have trouble keeping up with her in anything. She doesn't go fast. If you pick a bigger, stronger car, you can do this mission without having to jump out and grab another car. We have an indestructible car, so it doesn't matter. So just hit her. You just run up behind her and hit her, and that'll get her going crazy. She'll say, oh my god, and she'll start driving. As my father would say, she'll start driving like a raped ape. But, yeah, those are the kind of things my dad says. Anyway, so she'll go into this cul-de-sac, and then we can just wait here, and when she comes back out, we'll just hit her head on. And it's just keep chasing her around and keep hitting her, and she'll do crazy stuff, and she'll run into stuff, and we'll miss her there. Oh my god. That was really basic stuff. Anyway, so you chase her around, and she drives crazy, and she'll run into stuff, and she'll do damage to herself. And you'll keep hitting her, and pushing her around, and eventually her car will start on fire, and the game will say, oh, her car started on fire, get out of there, and then we'll just have to drive away. And when her car explodes, the mission will complete, will be done. Really basic. This is almost as easy as the pizza delivery guy. Like I said, the only way you're going to lose this mission is if you wreck your car and you can't get another one. So, her route is pretty... Even if you don't know it, you don't have to memorize her route, but her route is pretty predictable. She never really goes much further south than the construction site or the bridge to Starfish Island, and she never really goes as far north as the mall, so you can just watch her on your radar and try to keep up with her, and she continues, even when she's all freaked out, she continues to stop at stop lights, things like that. This mission would have been a lot harder if you had to kill her before she got to a police station, but they didn't do it that way. She'll run around until you kill her. Until you kill her or fail to kill her. I think I failed this mission once, I don't remember how. So, alright. She's proven to be wily, but like I said, she takes corners really slow, she stops at intersections sometimes. She's not hard if she really wanted to get away from you, she's driving a Comet, she could get away from you. So again, she went to the cul-de-sac, so we'll just wait here and hit her head on, and that time it worked, and she's on fire. Okay, so we gotta get out of here. Ba-boom! Alright, so that's one assassination mission passed, so we've got 3 more of them to go. The next 3 are going to be harder. I mean, the fifth one they made ridiculous. The 5th one's a gang, basically a gigantic drug deal war scenario. So anyway, so we're gonna, sorry, you got all sidetracked there. We're gonna go back up to the Linkview apartment and park our Admiral back in the garage because we don't want to lose it. It's indestructible, and I think I really want to use it for the death sentence mission or whatever the final, whatever the crazy mission with comets chasing you around and crashing into you is. All right, so our cell phone will ring, and this is just gonna trigger our next assassination mission, which will be down at the mall in the south. So. And we're not going to do that one right now, because that one's really easy if you have the proper equipment. Namely, you really need a sniper rifle, which I think they provide for you, but it also really helps to have a rocket launcher. In fact, we're getting to the point in the game, sadly enough, where almost everything I'm leaving undone needs a rocket launcher. So eventually, and I'm sure that there's a rocket launcher pickup somewhere in this game, but really 70 hidden packages is the best way to get the rocket launcher, because basically you have endless ammo. You can just go back to your save spot and pick up the rocket launcher over and over and get as many shots with the rocket. And there's nothing you're going to do in this game that takes more than 10 shots with the rocket launcher, but actually I shouldn't say that. There may be other ways to do that. So anyway, okay, we're going to head down to the multi-story car park down here in the south of the first island. And we're going to do the Cone Crazy mission shit. So, because it's just it bothers me. I don't know if I said this, but I once forgot about it. It was the last thing in my last 100% run. Cone Crazy was the last thing that I hadn't done, and I didn't know it. So I was running around doing all these things, trying to get from 99% to 100, and I went up to. I was like, I don't remember doing Cone Crazy, and I went up and did Cone Crazy and got to 100%. So we're going to get that out of the way here, too. I don't know what we're going to leave for the last thing before we hit 100%. The last run-through I watched left the taxi missions. And you. Okay, so anyway, so we're at the top of the multi-story car park, and in one of these stallions, one of these stallions triggers a checkpoint mission. We only have to pick up 5 checkpoints, but we have to pick them up without crushing any cones. And this isn't like San Andreas. Like, if you touch the cones, they crush. You can't kick them around. You can't just barely nudge them. The timer doesn't start until we pick up the first checkpoint, which is good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a route that I picked up from one of the walkthroughs I watched. I should mention that every time you complete Cone Crazy, your money doubles. So the first time you complete it, okay, we're gonna get this one first because this one's, in my opinion, the one that this is the one that I have to take the slowest. The other ones you can drive to pretty easily. All right, and then we're gonna come around here, and there's gonna be 2 up on the corner of the mall, and you kind of have to skirt this one on the bottom and then miss the one in the middle. You really have to play that gap and then not hit that cone. All right, well, this is a big pain because now I've got to get out of here and come back when the car respawns, so. All right, we're back. Okay, so anyway, what I was saying is you can do this mission over and over and over and over again. And every time you beat your record time, your money doubles. So you really could wait till the last second to pick up the last checkpoint. And then do it again and wait until there's 2 seconds left and pick up the checkpoint. And you can work your way up to a ridiculous amount of money. People who speedrun this game, that's how they buy all the properties. You know, we did paramedic missions, so we got tons of money. So anyway, so we're going to pick up this one first, and then we're going to go to the 2 on the corner. And then you can drive really easily into the 4th one by running against the wall on your forward run and your backward run. So we're going to do that. And don't let it push you off the wall. Oh my god. Okay, stop. Hug the wall, and you can drive in here. And you can just hug the wall back out, and it puts you right next to the last one. And this one you can take all the time in the world on. We have 20 seconds to do it. So yeah, so you could sit here and wait until it got to 1 second. And, you know, and then do it again and wait until it got to 3 seconds and 4 seconds. And by the time you were doing it at like 13, 14 seconds, you'd be getting ridiculous amounts of money. Because like I said, I think it doubles every time you do it. So it'd be 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600, 3200. Etc., etc. Alright, the Esperanto is one of the cars that's on the list for the car collection mission, so we're going to take this one and throw it in a garage. So, I've been looking at the list of cars that are needed for those missions, and, you know, we're close enough now that we should really start to think about that. And it's just it's the first 2 lists you have to worry about, because the 3rd list, everything spawns on Starfish Island. And some of the cars you don't, like the Stallion is always up here for Cone Crazy, so we can take that. But we really have to worry about the first 2 lists, because some things are really kind of odd, like the Saber spawns kind of everywhere and anywhere, but nowhere specifically. And the problem with Vice City is that the car that spawns the most is the car that you're driving. Which is not a big deal in every mission, except when you're trying to collect other cars, and you're driving around a car looking for something else. But I'm going to cut the video off here, so thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.